Good morning to all the students of class 9. Here in this tutorial, we'll be doing a poem from your book Beehive, a Legend in the Northland, written by Phoebe Cary. Let's start. Phoebe Cary was an American poet born in the year 1824 and died in the year 1871. Her younger sister was poet Alice Cary. The sisters co published poems in 1849 and then each went on to publish volumes of her own. After their deaths in 1871, joint anthologies of the sisters' unpublished poems were also compiled. This poem is written in ballad style. What is a ballad? A ballad is a song narrating a story in short stanzas. So basically, this poem is a story which has been written in short stanzas. That is why its style is ballad. Ballad. Let's have a quick summary of the whole poem. In Northland, there is a place called Northland. There lived a little woman in a cottage. She used to bake delicious cakes in the evening. One day she was baking cakes. In the evening, there arrived a saint called Saint Peter. During his sojourn, what is sojourn? A temporary stay or visit around the world, reached her door. He was very tired and hungry as he had been preaching and had not eaten any food since a long time, and he was very hungry. He reached at the door of the little woman as he wanted some food. He asked her for a piece of cake, but the lady was so ungenerous that she couldn't part or she couldn't give a single piece of cake to him, because when she looked at the number of cakes she had baked, she found that all the cakes are large, huge in size, and she couldn't give the cake to the saint. So she therefore decided to bake another cake, another small cake to give away. But each time she baked, she felt the cake was too big to give away. Now, at last, she tried to bake a paper thin cake. You can see a paper thin cake, and when she decided to give that paper thin cake to the saint, she couldn't part with that even. She began to wonder that whenever she baked cakes for herself, it appeared to be very small to her. And now when she's baking for saint, it appears very big. How is this possible? She put that final thin cake also on the shelf. This angered the Saint Peter because he was waiting at the door for the cake. He was very hungry and faint. He told her in anger that she does not deserve to be a human being, nor she deserves to live in a house and have a fire to keep her warm. He cursed that lady and told that now she would have to build her own house and would have to bore holes in hard dry wood to acquire the scanty food that a bird requires to survive. All of a sudden, a woodpecker flew off from the top of the house. Why? Because the little woman was turned to a woodpecker by the saint who cursed her. And from now on, she would be noticed by every schoolboy as she keeps pecking at the wood in search of food. So, this is a story form poem where The theme of the poem is all about greed. How an old woman was cursed for her greed and her indifference to charity and generosity. This poem is all about the value of kindness, generosity, and charity, irrespective of who the person is. Otherwise, one would have to face the consequences. So, students, it's very, very important to have these values in you. We must feed these poor people or the saints who comes at your door, and always instill the values of kindness, generosity, and charity in you. This will help you in your whole life, and these are the characteristics of a good human being. We will be doing the paraphrasing of these stanzas in the next tutorial. Thank you.